everybody! Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays! Welcome to the last Makers Monday of 2020. I am Stampin' Blondie, aka Anastasia Radloff, and I am so excited to have you join me for my last project series in the holiday card classes that I've been doing. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I was able to spend some time relaxing before I went back to work today in the office. I have been teleworking the last month, and after my foot surgery, I'm back into the office now and ready to have Christmas this week. I'm joined today by my two sidekicks, Elvis and Leia, so if you hear a little noise in the background, my two little pups are here joining us today. I am all decked out in my festive attire with my Santa hat, my light bulb earrings, and my ugly Christmas sweater, and I'm so happy to bring you these last projects for Christmas. Now, I saved the best for last. Today, I am focusing on the Poinsettia bundle from the August through December mini catalog. Now, these products are very exciting because the stamp set and bundle will be carrying over to our July to December mini catalog next year. Now, some of the projects that I am featuring today are on the retiring list. So if there's something that you see that you absolutely love and need to have, make sure to click on the link in the description of this video to shop for these products today. As always, make sure to use our hostess code for the month, and you can get an extra goodie from myself as well. If you are joining me live here today, make sure to say hello and comment hi, and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see where everybody is watching. If you're watching this via replay on Facebook or YouTube, feel free to say hello to me as well. I would love to say hi back. All right, so I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I was able to have my Stampin' Blondie team holiday party this weekend. And don't worry, we all were via Zoom, so it was fun to have some of our team members that aren't here in Tucson join us for the projects. We had a great time with mystery stamping, which was always fun to see everybody create their projects. So they were given just the dimensions and step-by-step directions. They were not able to see the final product. So that was fun as we walked through each step together and learned a different way for creating some projects. So this was actually our mystery card project. So everybody used their own supplies, so they all turned out differently. But I featured the Sweet Treats bundle from the new January to June mini catalog. So this is something that's coming new for January. So this Sweet Treats bundle is very cute. It has a coordinating punch. So if you love punches, this is a great product bundle to have. All right. So we are gonna go ahead and get started. Let me swap my cameras around. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. So today we are creating, like I said, two products with the Poinsettia bundle. And this is the Poinsettia Petals bundle. So these can be purchased individually or they can be purchased together in a bundle, and they create some beautiful 3D projects that you can create to create cards, scrapbook pages, or any kind of new 3D item. I created a framed art piece using an embroidery hoop for a gift exchange that I had with the Southwest Stampers. I loved it so much that I wanted to keep it, but I decided to give that up for our holiday swap. But I do have pictures of it. So before we get started, if you're watching, make sure to like, comment, and share this video to be entered in to win this week's prize patrol. Now, last week, the prize patrol was the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set. This is a retiring stamp set from the August through December mini catalog. And our winner for this is Connie Boulmay. So congratulations to Connie. I know she wasn't able to watch live, but she'll watch a replay. She was let me know earlier she couldn't watch live. But congratulations to Connie. She is our winner for our Wrapped in Christmas stamp set. And our prize patrol for this week is a fun little Christmas gift. So we have the Yummy Christmas stamp set and also a crumb cake and real red Stampin' blend. So you can, if you share this video, and make sure to comment that you shared. Sometimes Facebook doesn't always let me know who shared due to the settings, but share this video and you can be entered to win the Yummy Christmas stamp set, and then 2 Stampin' Blends, 1 in Crumb Cake and 1 in Real Red. So these 2 colors will be great to color in this gingerbread stamp set, and I really love this set. This is actually a retired stamp set. It's brand new, so you don't have to worry about that. It's brand new, but you cannot purchase the stamp set. So if you really want this, make sure to share the video so that you can enter to win this stamp. All right, also on the agenda today, I mailed out about 75 copies this week of the mini catalog, the January through June mini catalog, and the celebration catalog. So some of you may be receiving these pretty soon here. But these catalogs were mailed out this week. If you want a copy for yourself, make sure to click the link in the description of this video, because that has all the details for this. Now it looks like I may be buffering a little bit. I hope I'm not. Maybe it's just my internet that's doing that. If I am buffering, hang tight, because this is all recorded so we can watch it later as well. If you want a copy of your own catalog and I didn't mail one out to you, everybody who's placed an order with me in 2020 received a free catalog. So you can always do your own copy of this video or catalog for yourself. So hopefully I don't keep freezing more. You know, internet, I love it. You gotta love internet, but it's very frustrating sometimes. All right, I also put in those catalog flyers, are the flyer for the Winter Stampin' Bingo. So Stampin' Bingo is my customers' favorite event that I host every year. I do this 3 times a year in the past, but now I'll be doing 4 times a year. So this year I will be doing virtual and in person. Now in person is all contingent, of course, on COVID numbers. And so if you are wanting to sign up for in person, know that on January 16th, I will be determining if in person will be happening. So if you sign up for in person, I may cancel your sign up, but I will always move you to online or refund your money depending on what you want to do. So Winter Stampin' Bingo, the deadline to register is January 16th, and all the details on how to register for this is in the description of this video. So no matter where you live, you can sign up for Winter Stampin' Bingo and join in on the fun. I love bingo. It's so much fun, and I love having bingo. So, all right, our 2 projects today are right here. So like I said, I'm featuring the Poinsettia Petals bundle. These 2 projects are what I will be creating for you today. As always, I have my free PDF of all the products that I used, as well as dimensions for the project, so you don't have to write anything down. You pair the PDF with this video and you can create the projects that are going to be seen today. Yeah, I'm sorry everybody for some buffering. Hopefully it looks like on my end, it looks like it may be catching up here, but like I said, it is all recorded, so we can, I'll put it on Facebook too later if you miss some parts. So I have on the PDF some highlighted areas. These are the areas that are retiring, so you'll want to grab those as soon as possible if they're on your list. So the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper and the beaded pearls are the 2 items that I'm featuring today that are retiring. So if you like those, make sure to grab them. Speaking of the Poinsettia Place, this is the 12 by 12 Designer Series paper I'll be focusing on today. This coordinates with the Poinsettia Petals bundle, but you don't have to have this paper if you want to use the stamp set and the dies by themselves. So this Poinsettia Place 12 by 12 Designer Series paper features Bumblebee, Garden Green, Old Olive, Real Red, Soft Suede, and Whisper White. And you get all of these beautiful designs that you see here. So I love this paper. It's very pretty, and it pairs very well with the paper, with the dies and the stamp set we're gonna feature today. Let me let my dog out of the room because she's crying. Just a second. Okay, go out, out. There you go. There. Hopefully, we just got her a few weeks ago, so hopefully she can't make up her mind if she wants to be in the room, out of the room, whichever. So I'll leave the door open. She can come and go as she pleases. All right, our projects today are featured on page 15 of the catalog, the August through December mini catalog. We have the Poinsettia Place paper, which is retiring and is $8.50. The Poinsettia Petals bundle, which is carrying over next year to our new annual catalog. So we have some items in our annual catalog that are Christmas themed items, so that's carrying over. Unfortunately, the plush poinsettia specialty paper is sold out. The beaded pearls are right now still available, but they are retiring. And then the Real Red Sheer Ribbon is a retiring favorite that'll be in our July through December catalog next year. So some of these items will be joining us again and some of them will be going away. But today I'm going to make this project first. And this features the stamp set in a way where I'm going to be coloring using Stampin' blends. Now when you use Stampin' blends, you want to make sure that your workspace is covered because these are alcohol-based markers. They will bleed through your paper. They're meant to be blended together, and if it gets outside of your paper, it can stain your workspace. So we have a piece of very vanilla cardstock. Now this is an easel card, so it's going to stand up just like this here. And I have a very vanilla cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11 inches long. So a normal 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of cardstock, cut right down the middle and scored in half right there. I pre-stamped and die cut some of these just for time. I know that you guys want to enjoy some time with your family, so I pre-stamped some of these just for time. I stamped these with Memento ink, they're tuxedo black. When you're using Stampin' blends, you want to make sure to use Memento ink. These will not bleed through and kind of run your ink when you're using that. And I have 2 pieces of the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper. Let me get my measurements out here. That's what this paper is for. It shows you all of your measurements. So I have a piece of Designer Series paper. Let me prop that up so I can follow along. This is 1 inch by 5 1/2, and then 1 1/2 by 5 1/2. And then a piece of gold foil paper, and this is a 1/2 inch by 5 1/2. Now in the project description, when I showed the paper and the picture, it looked like this strip was 2 different colors. It's actually 1 piece of gold foil paper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay my Designer Series paper down first, and I don't wanna adhere anything just yet. I want to make sure that my spacing looks okay before I glue everything down. If I was to go just adhere everything first, it may not all be lined up exactly where I want it, but that looks pretty good. So we're gonna use our Stampin' Seal adhesive just to adhere these to our card. And I'm going to just butt each piece of paper up against each other so that way it'll be all lined up. So I'll start with one and then I can remove the others to kind of get those out of the way. And then we'll just line all of these up next to each other here. And if you accidentally overhang your paper on one edge, you can easily trim that off with just a pair of scissors. But your paper is going to be 5 1/2 inches long. There we go. Perfect. All right, I pre-cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock using the stitched shape dies. Another thing just to save a little bit of time, but the die set comes with circles, ovals, and squares in 4 different sizes each. So that is a great die set if you are a beginner stamper and you're wanting to get into dies and you don't know where to start. The stitched shape dies are the perfect set for that. All right, I am using Real Red and Old Olive Stampin' blends, and I'm going to use the light variation of each color. They come light and dark in a combo pack, but I'm just going to use the light. And all I'm doing is I'm gonna color in the petals. Now, when you want to use both Stampin' Blends colors, you could easily do highlights and shadows with the two different colors, but I wanted just one color of poinsettia here for my petals. You could really get detailed in here with the lights and the darks just to really make it look very realistic. But I just wanted to do one simple color to show you how easy this is just to color in and how beautiful it is with just one color as well. These Stampin' Blends make me feel like an artist. I feel like I really can get in shadows and, you know, I'm gonna use the brush end on these just because it is bigger. But with these Stampin' Blends, you really feel like you're a great artist when you color in with the dark and the light. Now, if you were to use the dark and the light together, I like to start off with my dark, and you could like highlight some of the veins and the petals. But since we're doing the light, I'm just gonna quickly color in all the petals. And you could get more detailed in the lines than I am right now, but I'm just quickly showing you how these can come to life. Now, this big petal here is what I used for the old olive. Technically, this is a poinsettia petal, so you could have it red as well, but I really wanted the green to show here. Now, there is, in the stamp set, there are these two different petal pieces, so you could do more real petals, but this is a quick and easy way to create a background piece too that just falls into the background there. Right, we're gonna color this in here and our last petal there. All right, so to adhere these together, I'm just gonna use regular liquid glue. Just a little dot right in the center will give you plenty of glue, and I like to offset my petals from the one that is below it, just so the color will shine through. And then a little bit there in the middle, and then we're gonna offset that one again. And I'm just gonna put that off to the side here for a minute while that kind of bonds and adheres together. For the sentiment, I chose the warm wishes from Our Home to Yours. But there are some really great sentiments in this piece. For fitting in the circle though, the warm wishes was the best one. And I am using Early Espresso ink for my stamp. So we're going to ink that up. And I went a little low here. I'm gonna go just a little bit higher on that one. There we go. And I think with the Early Espresso ink for the sentiment, it really makes the poinsettia pop for the focal point of the project. We're gonna use our tape runner to adhere this to the card. And then the back of our poinsettia, I am using, if I can find them, Stampin' Dimensionals. So Stampin' Dimensionals are foam pieces and they are sticky on both sides. So I put that there. And a little, we've got the beaded pearls here. These little pearls are so pretty. They come like in a little triangle, and in the middle they have some silver pieces, so that really pops. You can adhere these with glue dots, but I just like to use a little bit of the liquid glue. And you just plop it right in the middle there. Get the glue off your finger. And you can put a heavy like clear block on there to kind of adhere it all together. But I'm just gonna put that off to the side and let those adhere. Now, if you really want to step up your project, you can use the Wink Estella glitter brush and really put the glitter brush onto the petals to make them pop. But here is our first project using Poinsettia Petals from the August through December mini catalog. Let me know what you guys think. I love this stamp set, and I love the different ways that you can use it. So this one we did stamping, And our next project we are gonna do with the die cuts. And this is actually a fancy fold project. So what we're gonna do is, you can see here, this is the way the card is gonna open. So it is using, like I said, die cuts, and we are using the Wink of Stella on this. I hope you guys can really see that shine on the petals. I didn't put any on the leaves, I just put them on the petals, but it's very pretty all together. I'm gonna keep my workspace covered because we are going to use Stampin' Blends on this project, but I have some pre-die cut pieces. Now these dies, let me bring them back in so you can see. Now these dies are kind of a two-step die, but you can use them together at the same time. So it has an outline piece. So here's the outline piece that you could just cut the stamped image like I did. So I just cut one outline here, or you can use them in coordination with these middle pieces and it'll cut and emboss the pieces at the same time. So it is kind of a multi-use die set, and it has, the leaf does the same thing here too. So I have a piece of crumb cake cardstock, and this is cut to 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. It is different than our normal sized card, so it is a little smaller here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to bring my scoreboard in, and we are going to score this at 4 1/2. So not right in the middle, we're just going to score right at 4 1/2. Now if you don't have one of these scoreboards, this is a great thing to have for creating projects and different things. And I think I scored it at the wrong part. Let's see. Yep, definitely scored it wrong. So let's get another piece and we'll start over. You know, things happen. It always happens. Even you can be as prepared as I am and have your piece all messed up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from the beginning. I am gonna measure this again, and this is 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. You know what I did? When I prepped this last night, I had already cut it to 4 1/4, and then right before I got on here, I cut it again to 4 1/4 by, you know what? I wanted to be overly prepared for you guys. So we've got 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. So you guys will get to see the whole project here. There we go. 4 1/4, 8 1/4. And we're gonna score it. Let me make sure I've got it right so I can tell you the right thing. At 2 3/4. That's what I did. I scored it at the wrong spot. 2 3/4. But you know what I always say? I say craft happens, and that's why we have more paper. So we are gonna score at 2 3/4. There we go. That looks much better. I could tell as soon as I folded it, it didn't look right. All right, there we go. 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, scored at 2 3/4. So you have this little pocket here. We've got our 3 different sizes of Poinsettia Petals, a piece of designer series paper, and this is at, where is it? I don't know. It's gonna go right there. That's what size it is. 2 1/2, there you go, by 4 1/2. We also have this piece of Whisper White cardstock that we are gonna put right here in the middle. So we are gonna have 2 peekaboo poinsettias come right here in the background. That's what we're gonna use our Stampin' Blends at. And then we've got our piece that will adhere here on the front with our sentiment. All right, so we're gonna stamp our poinsettias first. So I am going to use the Memento ink because we're gonna use the Stampin' Blends. And I am using the smallest size poinsettia that is in the set. And we're gonna do 2 little ones right here on the corner. It's just a little peekaboo to show the paper here in the background. You can do bigger poinsettias if you want. You can do Christmas trees, whatever you want, but I'm doing one there and another one here down in this corner. Now, because I'm stamping on a piece of grid paper that is laminated, I'm just gonna take a baby wipe just so that doesn't get on to my project. There we go. And close up our Memento ink so I don't get it all over our project. And for Stampin' Blends, for this project, I am using, let me grab them here. I am using the Dark Mango Melody, or sorry, Light Mango Melody, and then also the Dark Cherry Cobbler. Again, these two come in a combo pack, but just for the simplicity of these backgrounds here, you don't need to have both colors unless you really want to get photorealistic with them. I'm using the brush end on, or sorry, the tip end on these because they are so small. The brush end is great for coloring bigger areas, but this pen side is great for coloring in just smaller areas here. Again, if you wanted to really go all out with this project, Winkostella would be great on the inside here. Winkostella is our glitter brush. It's not loose glitter. I have no loose glitter in my craft room. It is a perfect way to add some shine to your project without having glitter everywhere. It is buildable, so once it dries, which is very quickly, you can add more and more layers of glitter until you get the desired effect of the glitter that you want. And we're gonna use it on our main poinsettia leaves. So if you've never seen Winkostella in action, I will show you how that works. It's probably my favorite thing to use for just really amping up my projects because it's so simple. You don't have to have any special technique knowledge on how to use it. It's just very simple to use. All right, there's our inside poinsettias, and we're going to see that's exactly right there, the reason why you want to cover your workspace when you use Stampin' Blends, because they can bleed through your paper. Right, so we're gonna put that right on the inside. And with this kind of peekaboo here, you have plenty of room to write on the inside because this will cover that part up there. I'm going to adhere my designer series paper to the flap. So we've got the Poinsettia Place paper. I'm just gonna put that right there on the flap. And our sentiment piece. So I used the sentiment that says, "May magic and wonder bloom this holiday." Couldn't see what it said. It was covered up by the poinsettias. I am using Cherry Cobbler ink, and I'm just gonna stamp it in the upper right hand corner of this Whisper White piece. So right there. I think I need to re-ink my Cherry Cobbler. It's starting to get a little splotchy, probably because of the Christmas cards I've been making. So I hope to get some of those out this week, you know, just in time for Christmas to be over with. So we are going to adhere our Whisper White piece to this extra crumb cake. That's just gonna go there. And then we're gonna place this right here. Now, when you're doing this step, make sure to only put your adhesive on the left side of your paper. If you put adhesive all on the background, you are going to have a stuck card. So make sure when you put your adhesive on, you are aware of what side goes where. So I'm gonna put adhesive on this side of my project and just a quick roll, and we're gonna put that right there. Now for our poinsettias here, like I said, I wanted to show you the embossed look as well, but flat poinsettias are never fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our bone folder and we're gonna flip each piece upside down, and we're just going to lightly curl the paper. This is gonna give it more of a realistic look. But if you're wanting to mail this card out, I would suggest not curling your petals. Flat is always better for mailing, so you'll want to hand deliver this to anybody that you are wanting to give this to. But just curling the paper makes it stand out. And we're just gonna curl with our bone folder. There, get some of these curled, and there we go. Now for our 2 petals here, I like to use just glue dots. They're very easy to glue everything together, but we're gonna put the poinsettia together first. So we've got our liquid glue again. Offset your petals just like the last project. Again, a little dot in the center will be plenty. And there. And then for our 2 leaves, I have my glue dots here. And what I'm gonna do is, because you won't see the back of the leaves, I'm just gonna take the front of the leaf and my glue dot, put that on there, and then just kind of stick that upside down. It doesn't matter because you won't see the glue dot from the back, so you can stick it right on the front of your petal and then just off center your petals. All right, we're gonna use another dimensional for the back of that. And I like to cut, once you finish the package of dimensionals, I like to cut around the outside because you still have more dimensionals there, even though the main ones are gone. And this one I'm gonna put 2, just because it is curled and it's a little, it's like thicker. So I'm just gonna put more dimensionals on the back of that. That is so cool. Thanks, Billy. Thank you. I hope you are enjoying Makers Monday today. My last one for 2020, guys. And I am taking a break. I've had classes and everything and work. I am ready for a break. All right, now it can't be a Stampin' Blondie project without some kind of bling. So first we're gonna work on our Winkastella. And I'm gonna do this before I glue down my pearl. That's just so in case I get any in the middle of my poinsettia, then it's okay. It's not gonna get on the pearl. I am just quickly highlighting some of the pieces that you can see. Now, if you really want to be ambitious, you can always Winkastella your petals prior to gluing them together, but why glitter stuff that you're not gonna see? So I just like to do a quick brush of the glitter right over the pieces that are visible, because that is easier. And if you want, you can even put glitter on your petals or your leaves, but I just did the petals here. And it dries very quickly, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, back to the beaded pearls. These are the beaded pearls. These are on the retiring list while supplies last, and they're very pretty. So we're just gonna use, you can use a glue dot, but I like to get the whole back of it covered. And then we're just gonna drop it right there in the middle and let that do its thing. There. Now I am gonna add some more bling. These are the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. These are actually found in our annual catalog, and it has very pretty colors. You've got some blues, aquamarines, green, red, and some like yellow. So I'm gonna use some of the green ones, and I am gonna use one of the largest size. And I've just got this block here to hold down my fold so that it'll not fly away when I'm trying to put these down. And then the middle one there, and then just the small one here in the upper right-hand corner. And that is our final project using the Poinsettia Petals. So I'll bring in all of our projects that we completed today, and you can let me know which one you think is your favorite. All right, there we go. So we had one project featuring the stamping from the Poinsettia Petals and one featuring the dies with the embossed dies to go with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed our projects today. All right, thank you everybody for joining me for our last Makers Monday of 2020. I can't begin to describe how crazy this year has been, but I am so excited to have you on this journey along with me. I already have some great classes lined up for January, and my class schedule is also available until the end of April as well. So I am pre-planning for 2021. If you are not on my email list, make sure to follow the link in the description of this video where I announce all of my classes first, and you have first pick on registering for those. I look forward to coming back in 2021 on January 11th. So I am taking 2 weeks off for Makers Monday, and I am going to take some much needed time to rest, relax, and come back for 2021 even stronger. So I look forward to Celebration starting on January 5th, where we are going to have some fun with some free products that you can earn for the new year. I hope you all have an amazing Christmas, a happy holiday, and I will see you next year. Bye.